So Portugal celebrating once again. England lose a penalty shootout. Tears on the pitch, no doubt tears right around the country. Another World Cup dream comes to an end. Complete desolation.
Well, first of all, you've got to feel sorry for the players that had the bottle to take a penalty kick and missed. And then you've got to feel sorry for the guys that played heroically when England went to 10 men. They really did, backs to the wall. We said it before, the penalty shootout, they were magnificent. Grit, determination, resilience. There'll be inquests later on. Obviously the first half performance was really poor, but after Wayne Rooney was sent off, you couldn't fault them for grit and determination. They were just absolutely magnificent.
Devastated for the players. Been there myself. So it's absolutely horrible, that feeling. I mean, all the people who are at home sat disappointed, well, multiply that by 1 million, because that's how the players feel. I mean, you just feel you've let everything and everyone down. But of course they haven't. They went up there, they had the bottle to take it, but well, how many times we said this, it just wasn't to be.
I just thought this was going to be our one, to be honest. We've been through so many where, you know what I mean, and because we played so long with the 10 men, and you know, we were playing for penalties, you know what I mean, I just thought that this was our time to do it. But at the end of the day, the boys who stepped up, you know, you've got to take your hat off to them, but they're goalkeeper in these situations. You have to give him credit, because he even got a hand to Owen Gargoyle's penalty. It's just so disappointing. I don't even know what to say, to be honest.
Gary Neville putting on a brave face as the captain, of course, faces off.
Well, it's been well documented, the criticism about the system, and I think that the manager contributed to the downfall of England. They certainly did. At no stage did they ever get that balance and shape and structure right. We all agreed to play Rooney up front. His own was folly. It semi-worked against the worst Ecuador team you'll ever see, and even against Portugal today, who I don't think have any chance of winning the World Cup, it never looked like working, and he never tried to change it, you know, and certainly with the players at his disposal, you'd have to look, and obviously everybody will question the manager, and quite rightly so.
You have to say he obviously didn't fancy Peter Crouch in that role up front. He obviously didn't fancy Theo Walcott in that role up front, because we've gone into the last 2 games not creating anything.
And ultimately, with Rooney clearly wouldn't have been able to play, certainly in the next game, possibly the final as well, he'd have practically out of strikers anyway.
Well, obviously the same questions will be asked over and over again. Yeah. When Michael wasn't 100% fit, when Wayne Rooney wasn't 100% fit, so why only bring 4 strikers? I mean, he obviously didn't fancy Crouch anyway, or Walcott, because he never played them.
Yeah. Or Carrick. There's a few he didn't fancy.
I mean,
and also the system, we talked long hard about this, 4-5-1. The English players go to any big tournament, you will always want to play the system that you're familiar with.
Big turning point, though, of course, was Wayne Rooney's red card. There's an element of doubt as to why he got the red card, whether it was for the stamp or the push on Ronaldo. This is the build-up to it. All started really with Wayne getting a bit frustrated.
Well, we had said it all through the first half, isolation and the way he plays his chase. Aaron Lennon come on and he does well here. He cuts inside, he loses control of the ball, but it comes to Wayne there, and you know, he said it with the outside of the left foot going nowhere, and for a player of his class. But then when it was eventually played up to him, this is the second angle of this. I mean, it's just a snatch at it. But when it was continually played up to him, he kept on losing it. And what that does is, Ian quite rightly said at half time, the way Wayne plays, eventually he will get frustrated. There's the first one, the second one's coming up. Nice little bit of movement, got the space, and then he runs into 3 or 4 Portuguese defenders. And after that, Ian?
Well, that's what happens. Because, like, you know, you're frustrated, you want to get in the game, you're dying to get in the game, you want to make a difference. Look, if you look at him now, that's just tenacious, he's just trying his best. And, like, you know, it's Carvalho again, he's man.
Just look at the Portugal players there, look.
Tell us to Ronaldo.
England never do that to referees by trying to put pressure on them.
What is it?
I mean, I don't know, are we too honest?
It seems to me he reacts when he pushes Ronaldo rather than anything else, the referee. But, I mean, we'll find out later when the referee tells us. But
the 2 situations where he's actually stood on them and also pushed them. I mean,
if he's been sent off for the push, that's unbelievably harsh. We think it's for this. Where he's gone down, he's like fighting for it.
This is what he's
just a little,
about,
just there.
Yeah.
I don't know, because
the referees are on the side.
You look at the ref now, he's not doing anything. Look, it's not until Ronaldo or anyone comes in and tells them. I mean, still, look, there you go. The ref looks at him.
He's not sent off for that, Al. Please tell me no.
I don't know.
If he didn't see the stamp and he sent him off for that, that's
and then look at this.
Look at that. Is he just winked there?
I don't know, but I think there's every chance that Wayne Rooney could go back to the Man United training ground and stick one on Ronaldo.
Oh, no.
Because he hasn't helped him get. I know.
Yeah.
You know what that wink said to me?
This is pre-match as well, Ronaldo. It's something we spotted earlier. And watch this, this is just before kick-off.
He's trying to wind
Watch
up
Ronaldo up here.
Yeah.
Whether that's a friendly thing as a teammate or
he's just like it to me.
I think that's friendly. But the fact of the matter is, he knows Wayne Rooney. And, you know, he's told his mates and whatever, you know what I mean, we can get him. If we get him, that England won't have a chance. This is what I'm thinking.
But Rooney, on the same hand, Rooney, we all know he's frustrated, but I mean, he can't kick out like that. I mean, I've been in that situation where it's so frustrating up on that lonely roll, because you're not getting the kick. You're fighting 2 and 3 men all the time. You're getting nothing, and he's lost his temper, and he's had a push, and all right, he can't do that. Ronaldo hasn't helped him.
Spot on, but that's your position. That was your position up there. That's not his position. He's playing in a position that's totally alien to him, right? And the way he plays the game, he'll go after it. We said at times, he'll go after the danger was he would get frustrated and lash out, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, eventually, of course, there was a rearguard action from England, and they battled away valiantly, but there was a penalty shootout, and 3 out of 4 of England's players couldn't convert. And surprising, you know, Lampard and Gerrard.
Well, to be fair, Frank's had a bad tournament by his standards, and lacking in confidence. Wasn't a great penalty. The Portuguese goalkeeper's got a great track record of saving them. Ricardo, same man as 2004.
I've seen Frank Lampard umpteen times in the Premier League go to the keeper's right, and whether the keeper knows he's going to the right, it doesn't matter, he's hit it. But I mean, that's pressure for you. You can't. You take them in the Premier League, or you take them in training. I promise you, it doesn't compare to this situation. It really doesn't. I mean, that's pressure.
Bad penalty.
Stevie's gone for power. You'd want to fancy Stevie. He's gone for power, but it's got nothing. The goalie definitely will have to. That is literally down the middle, and if the goalie goes the right way, he can get so much body on that.
Jamie Carragher had to retake it, of course, which is tough enough.
I mean, he's brought Carragher on, obviously, the last minute to take a penalty. He's obviously volunteered and told him he wants to take one. I mean,
he joins a list. Joins the list, unfortunately.
Well, the thing about it is, of course, we can go on and on about the forwards, and maybe if you had another forward on the... Well, we did have a forward on the bench, but he's not going to use him, poor little Theo. And, you know what I mean, it goes back to that, you know what I mean? It boils down to the fact that we didn't have enough forwards there at the end of the day, and we've lost out because of the penalty.
Well, you keep on looking, you look at the lineup, you look at the players, and then you've got to start asking the questions, why? Why did they play so badly right the way through the tournament? Apart from the first half against Paraguay, where they were excellent, and we said that at half-time, they fell flat the second half. Trinidad and Tobago, they huffed and puffed, never got the balance right there. Against the Swedes, they got turned over by set plays. Then against Ecuador, they played the system 4-5-1 that we questioned right for the word go. And then they played it again today, and never right from the start of the match, and they never looked comfortable with that system.
We were all waiting for them to put in a performance. I mean, that's what was getting us through and getting them through, scraping through. But surely a performance has to come. But it never ever came with the stand of the players.
Okay, thanks very much. If you'd like to hear a little bit more discussion on that game, and I can't imagine why, there's Match of the Day Extra that follows this. Just press your red button for that. But the news here at Gelsenkirchen is that England are out of the World Cup. Good night.
I believe we can go all the way. I actually truly do believe that.
We want to win the World Cup, and we have a good chance to do it.
Don't wanna hear the news, what's going on, what's coming through. I don't wanna know, don't wanna know. Just wanna hide away, make my escape. Just want the world to leave me alone. Feels like I feel too much, I've seen too much. For a little while I want to forget. I wanna be numb. I don't wanna feel this pain no more. Wanna lose touch. I just wanna go and lock the door. I don't wanna think, I don't wanna feel nothing. I wanna be numb. I just wanna be. Take away all madness. Need to escape from the pain. I'm on the edge, about to lose my mind. For a little while, for a little while. I wanna be numb.
We've got to make sure that we're the team that deserve to win on Saturday.
Let's have a bit of positivity.
The last thing that you're talking about is what you people are writing back home.
We just got to get on with our job.
This team we can go all the way.
We can show what we're made of and get the results.
We're talking about the World Cup now. We can't have any excuses.
I don't wanna think, I don't wanna feel nothing. I wanna be numb. I don't wanna feel this pain no more. Wanna lose touch. I just wanna go and lock the door. I don't wanna think, I don't wanna feel nothing. I wanna be